Sweet 9 at 9, sweet 9 at 9, my 9 at 9, my 9 at 9.
Ugh, Lothar
Oh,
does it
voice
right.
of an angel.
All right, number 9, let's take a look back at a great moment from Twitter history. In 2018, Hulk Hogan posted a photo of himself and Bam Margera, who's in those Jackass movies. It says, "Darn, Bam, I wish you were still here with us. I sure would love to hang out again, my brother. Love you, miss you, Hulk Hogan." Now, the problem, Bam Margera is still alive. He himself tweeted back, "I'm alive, brother, but miss you too."
Oh, man.
The Hulkster then realized he was thinking of a guy named Ryan Dunn, who was also part of the Jackass crew, and who did die in 2011.
boy.
Hulk later tweeted, "Got Ryan and Bam mixed up. Sorry, Bam."
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Howie.
Number 8, Jeopardy had to make a little apology after this clue was on the show this week.
Maladies for 600?
Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome is also known as Grinch syndrome because this organ is too small. Jessica, what is the heart?
But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
So that clue was about an autonomic nervous system disorder. Some people find it offensive to call it Grinch syndrome, and besides, the clue is medically wrong because in most patients with the disorder, the structure of the heart itself is normal. Jeopardy apologized for using what they say was an outdated and inaccurate term.
I thought that was going a different direction. I thought there was something about small organ and people were putting their minds in the gutter.
yeah.
Not us, of course, but other people.
That didn't even dawn on me until you said that.
All right, number 7. Most places don't have mask mandates, but if you're not ready to get rid of your masks just yet, why not find a place to keep them, like these adorable mask houses from the Japan Trends website. They were designed last year by some of Tokyo's top artists and come in 5 different colors. The whole thing has a pleasing, clean aesthetic and Larry's favorite, a bit of whimsy there.
Yeah.
5 colors and can be kept in the open or hidden away in a corner. A little late for this,
just
but
put it in a little envelope.
Yeah, there you go. Or your pocket.
Yeah.
You can go in your pocket, too. Number 6, windowless houses are all over London if you're looking for them. They're results of the window tax during the 18th and 19th centuries. People refused to disclose how much money they made. They considered it an invasion of their privacy, so they were charged based on how many windows their homes had. But the people were quick to fight back. They bricked up their windows.
wow.
Boy, you're really you're losing yourself there, aren't you, when you do that?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
All right, number 5, did you ever wonder why there are no mirrors in the restrooms at Disney World?
No.
No, I
I'm
did
pretty
not.
sure I know why there aren't.
It's all part of the, I didn't dawn on me.
I didn't realize
it's
that
all
either.
part of the park's master strategy. You get in and get out. If people don't have mirrors, they won't spend extra time staring at them, which means less time standing around taking up space. If you're looking, there are mirrors in some of the restrooms. Those bathrooms are usually near the exit. But Disney found that most people are already on their way out the door by then and aren't really looking to spruce up. So,
well, if they were concerned about wasting time, maybe they could do something about those 3-hour lines. That would be nice.
well,
But that Epcot is fun, huh? Been there lately? That's not outdated at all, that Epcot.
people, people either swear by Epcot, it's their favorite, or they can't stand it. I will go on record as saying it is the hottest park on the planet because you're it's all
There's no
concrete.
shade?
There's no shade.
Yeah.
And you get to all the boozy parts in the back, that is a long haul. And then you're stuck in England, and it takes
it is nice to do a
2
world
hours
tour
to get
in an
back.
hour and a half. That is
It's a
kinda nice.
long time.
Who needs to go to Morocco when you can go to Epcot, right?
It's the
It's
exact
right there.
same thing.
Yeah.
They say it's the thing. You can hit them all in one stretch, though, so, all right. Anyway.
That's the thing, and then you end up going to Morocco, and you're like, "What? This isn't."
When it's nice.
It just doesn't seem as whimsical.
I
You're
don't know.
disappointed.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going to Morocco. Number 4, yes, it's almost July, but pretty soon it'll be back to school time, and we found this super cute lunchbox. It's a tiny food truck, but when you open it up, you'll find room for all sorts of fun, healthy treats in your kids' school lunch. And if you're not there yet, it might be perfect for summer camp. under $20.
Now, see, this is the kind of thing that when my kids were little, I would have gotten it and been like, "This is so cute," and they would be like, "They don't get it. The kids just want like
Right.
the one that has a picture of Dora the Explorer on it. They don't
Right.
want your whimsical trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They save that for yourself."
Well, another strike against whimsy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Kid whimsy, adult whimsy.
that's
There's no
a-
need for it.
Nah.
No.
All right, number 3. In places around the world, there are groups of women known as professional mourners.
Oh, yeah.
You know about these?
Oh, yeah. They used to hire them at Italian funerals to come and cry really loudly. It's the more, yeah. The old Italians, like the louder you would cry, the more important you seemed. So they would hire
Wow.
professional mourners.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here's a look at an old documentary.
They applied themselves so strenuously to their lamenting and weeping that at midnight they could be heard for miles. They applied themselves so strenuously to their lamenting and weeping that at midnight they could be heard for miles.
Wow.
Told you.
Huh.
Wow. Well, in remote villages across Greece and Italy, there are still elderly women who work as these professional mourners. They're paid to grieve people they don't know, but
Yeah.
also sing in harmony as they lead families through the final moments
Oh.
with their loved ones. It's a dying art. Not many young people interested in carrying on this tradition.
Yeah. It wasn't quite to this extent with, the old
Intense.
Italian people in
Yeah.
my family. But yeah, you'd have the front row of the funeral.
But
They
these
get-
were at funerals that you attended?
I don't think they were necessarily funerals that I attended, and I attended a lot from the age of 5 years old on, which explains a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would hear my parents talk about this a lot. The front row would be all the VIPs in their big leather chairs, wailing and crying. The more people crying, the more important you are.
Yeah.
And the bigger the flower arrangements. Yeah, if you didn't have a lot of flowers at your funeral, nobody liked you. Yeah. All right, number 2, the eyes are up here. Yes, men really do look at women's bodies more than their faces. In a recent study, researchers used special eye tracking technology, and they found it's not just men who are doing it. Women are looking at other women's bodies too.
Huh.
Both sexes fixed their gaze more on women's chests and waists. Pigs. The women with larger breasts and hips got the most attention.
You
They
don't
must-
say.
They must have been surveying a lot
This is
of
a
really shallow
study.
people.
The study they had to do, huh? Earth-shattering. We've never heard that kind of information
There's
before.
a lot of careful reaction going on right now.
I'm not even looking down that end of the list.
That's-
Who signed up to do that study? You got all the
I'll be
hands going
gazed
up.
down.
I'm looking that way.
I know you are. All right, number 1. This one is pretty silly. A few years back, the directing collective known as Fatal Farm edited together some alternative intros to classic TV shows. So here's the alternate Dynasty intro. Oh, so these are just different people they put in there?
RoboCop.
Oh,
Is this the actual Dynasty theme music? I don't remember. I just never watched it. Is it the same theme song, Mike?
I don't think
Morgan,
so.
do you know if this is the same theme song?
I'm sure it is, yeah.
well, this
Buzz.
is a great episode.
It does
though.
ring a bell.
I don't know if this is.
Boy, that's some cast. Goes on and on.
Sure does. Dakota Fanning, she's been in everything.
Thing is, if this was a Love Boat intro, it would be fairly accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's Dynasty.
This is fun.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's
Yeah.
the 9 and 9.
You're the flower of Sweet nine at night.